right, let's see here. Are we on? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're on. All right, you know what? That's fine. All right, I was just trying to air out my beard for the new season. Does anybody have any Febreze? No? No, all right, I'll just put like a Tic Tac or something in my beard. It'll be fine. I want to impress the guests that we have today. It's season 2. I want to make a big impression on everyone. So sue me. Don't sue me because I already have so many lawsuits, breaking and entering. I don't know, I need to stay away from dark alleys. Look, I want this season to be better than last season. Although, #1 late night show in all of Brown County, I want this season to be the #1 late night show in all of eastern-ish Kentucky. That's right, Pikeville Live, I'm coming after you. That's a show, right? Pikeville Live? I don't know. I know what is a show, Morehead Tonight, and guess what? It starts right Thank you very much. Welcome to Morehead Tonight. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's some sort of weird like jazzercising that I'm into. It's a new workout program I'm doing for season 2. You can order it by calling the numbers that aren't on your screen right now. Just punch in numbers into your phone and just ask the operator. They'll help you. That's what they always do for me. People usually come with a big blanket and they wrap it around me and take me in the other room. I don't know. Look, we're back. Morehead Tonight. We've been gone for so long. It's March, I think, when this episode is going up on the YouTubes. Like it's been a long time since we've been here. Our last episode was in December. It was a nice Christmas episode, and everyone was having fun and smiling. I think we all sat around a fire. Maybe I'm thinking of like some sort of like Chipmunks Christmas or something. I don't remember. But I know that we all enjoyed ourselves, and I know that I've missed all of you. Think of all the stuff that's happened since I was last here. Think of all the monologue jokes that I could have done just in the last, I said year, but it's like been a month. It feels like a year, 2 months, 3, however long it's been. We've missed so much time together. I mean, like the government was shut down at one point. Like that was crazy, wasn't it? Like remember when that happened? The government was shut down and the government didn't do anything. Like that was, I didn't notice really. But it was still sad, right? Like Trump had to host the Clemson Tigers because they won the national title while we were gone. And they didn't have any cooks. So the poor guy had to go out and get hamburgers, right? He had to go to McDonald's, McDonald Trump, right? I could have made those jokes, but I couldn't because I wasn't here. It has to be weird, by the way, for the Clemson football team to go to the White House and the first thing, like they're expecting something so nice, and instead they have to spend the whole evening with just a big glob of like grease and fat, which Melania Trump said, story of my life, because Trump is greasy and a slob, and I don't like him. What else went on? Oh, speaking of Trump, he also said that we were going to be pulling out of Syria while we were gone. Like, that's big news. And then, like, a bunch of people started leaving the White House and things. Like, people were in an uproar. The last time that there was this much chaos because of a pullout in the White House, it involved a blue dress. That's all I'm saying. Hi-yo. Look, I grew up in the 90s. I had to make one joke, just one joke. I promise I did not sleep with her. We were awake most of the time. All right. I don't know if we can air this, but we'll find out. Please, everyone, please don't applaud me in your black and white suits. So, what else was in... Oh, I know. This was big news. Tumblr. Everybody knows Tumblr, right? That's one of the best sites on the internet. Tumblr, I don't know. Tumblr actually, right after we wrapped up last season, banned their adult content from their website. Gone. So, we finally dodged that bullet. Because the last thing I want to have happen is something as good and wholesome as the internet be sullied by something so terrible as pornography. Can you imagine? We were this close from having the internet just ripped from us. That was so... Thankfully, it's all gone now. Thank you for applauding that there. What I'm basically saying is I'm running for president in 2020, and I want all of you to start referring to me by my full name, William Ocasio-Cortez Adams. That would really make me feel better if you would do that. We have a great show for you tonight. Sitting here on this couch pretty soon is going to be Megan and James from the new Morehead show, the Morehead TV show, Eagle ID. We've got, I've heard that we have maybe some sort of announcement about an advertisement coming up later on. I don't know. We'll find that out. And so much more fun as Morehead Tonight gets started right here in Studio A. Welcome back to Morehead Tonight. Moving right along here. Okay, so we're back on season 2. I think things are going to be pretty. It's going to happen, right? And we're all going to go through it together, and we're going to get through it. So that's that. It's like group therapy. What's that? I'm being fake told something by my floor director Sarah. We have that? Oh, I'm being told we have a new sponsor on the show. Some sort of duct tape company is going to, I thought duct tape was a company, but a duct tape company is going to apparently buy some ad time here on the show, which is great. I hope I get the money from it. I've not seen this, I don't know, but hey, money in my pocket, I'm more than happy to roll this. So let's go to that commercial right now.
Oh, let's see here. Does the red light mean it's recording? Whatever.
Chaz Jenkins from Campus Clive, here to tell you that William Adams sucks eggs.
Okay, you know what? I had to deal with Chaz all last semester, right? He was sitting here on this little couch, and he was in a sheet for some reason, and he thought he was like some health guru at one point. He tried to cook in a dorm, all right? And then me, out of the goodness of my own heart, I go to Tim Creekmore and I say, give this guy his own show. It was to get rid of him, so I wouldn't have to deal with him. And he's back on the very first episode of season 2! All right, Bruno Sammartino. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, so I had to find my center there. I always say famous Pittsburgh wrestlers. I'm fine. This is fine. We're fine. This is a fine episode. Can we get somebody on the legal, we need to take care of this. You know what? This is fine. We're going to straighten all this out. We're going to move right along, and we're going to take a break. And when we come back, I'm going to be fine, and we're going to interview Megan and James from the new show, Eagle ID, right after this on Morehead Tonight.
Want to lose weight but don't know where to start? The first step is simple. Get active. Take a stroll from your dorm down to the Fuzzy Duck for about a 1 mile round trip. You can take it a step further and start cooking some healthy food, but walk to IGA instead of driving to Kroger. That's about 1.5 miles. And when you want to reward yourself for making progress, a trip to the movies is a 3-mile round trip. Once walking gets too easy, you can always start jogging. Happy exercising!
Welcome back to Morehead Tonight, first episode of season 2. We're rolling right along, and joining me right now, my guests from the new show, Eagle ID, Megan and James.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you for being here. So, the new show, Eagle ID, is, by the time this airs, you'll have seen it and love it. It'll be your new favorite show, but I think you've recorded how many episodes at this point?
Two.
So 2 episodes are in the can. I don't know why Tim Creekmore makes us put these episodes in cans. It's really weird. Coffee cans. I don't know what's the deal with it. How did you all become hosts of this show?
Well, last semester we actually worked on the old Tuesday show, Discover, and we were co-producers, and the host of that show actually wanted to take a break for now, so we decided to co-host this one and see where it went.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just took the show, we put kind of like our own spin on it, you know, but mainly the show, it stays the same at its roots.
Yeah.
That's good. I like, I was on last season. I heard it was the highest rated episode of any episode that I was on of Discover.
Oh, it was.
Definitely.
So if you really root down the dynamics there, that makes sense. So you say the format is going to be essentially the same as as last semester? Could you tell people, if you're unfamiliar with how the show was last semester, could you tell people what the format kind of is?
Yeah, so normally what we do is we invite different groups and organizations from campus on to talk about what they provide, how students can get involved, and just different opportunities students may have that they may not have known about before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very useful.
Okay. So now you've changed the name from Discover to Eagle ID. Was there a reason for that? What did you?
Well, 5 minutes ago, I was kind of thinking about it. I was just like, well, what could we say about Eagle ID that's different from Discover? Because when you discover things.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle ID is probably putting faces to names. So you'll get to see people of the organizations instead of just knowing the name of it.
All right, so you all have done 2 episodes. You've been working together and stuff. How do you think your chemistry is? Do you all do, I should say, not to interrupt you, which is the first rule of talk showing is not interrupt the guest, and I broke it. But I've broken so many rules and laws. Anyway, so when you all are doing these interviews, are you all together doing them at the same time? Do you all kind of take turns?
Yeah,
How does that work?
so we have 2 directors' chairs sitting up, and
Okay.
we're sitting about in the same position we're sitting in now, and we'll just kind of go back and forth with our guest, and we just follow standard interview techniques.
Okay.
Just make sure to listen and respond. I mean,
That's always good.
that's all it is.
Let me take note of that. I need to listen and respond. I usually just respond. I just wait for people to stop talking. I don't know if you're looking for advice. I'm kind of a veteran at this now, right? I've done 5 whole episodes, 5.5 if we include this. I think what would be great is you guys be like on both sides of whoever you're interviewing, and then just have one bright light in the middle and just interrogate whoever's on the show. Get into deep secrets, have them confess to crimes. I don't know. I feel like that could be a show. We should do that. Grant Johnson will host.
Just stare at him intently, So.
Yeah, I like it. So, you all are working together. You're putting the show together. Are you all fans of talk shows? Do you have like any sort of inspirations or anything?
I love talk shows. I really love Conan O'Brien. I'm kind of iffy on Jimmy Fallon. Sometimes he's good. Sometimes he panders too much.
Yeah.
It's all personal preferences. But Craig Ferguson is another good one.
Absolutely, I agree.
I used to watch a few talk shows like Ellen and Dr. Phil
Right.
and all that fun stuff. Maury's one of my favorites. I love that.
Are we going to have any paternity tests on Eagle ID?
Stay tuned.
Well, I really feel like we could make money off of this. Forget about Morehead TV. We'll just do this on the side. I think we could do this. So, first off, I will say a little hurt. None of you mentioned my show as an inspiration, so that's fine. But what are you going to do? So it is nice to know, like, one is more traditional late night, like your influences, James, and then yours is more traditional, like daytime talk shows and stuff, which I appreciate. I steal a lot of things from Craig Ferguson, so like my weird things I have on my desk and my closing segment of what we learned on the show, which I stole from him and Dan Patrick. So you steal everything. That's my advice to you. If you all are doing the show, anything you like, anything that you see other people do, just steal it and do it. Just don't have a monkey. That's
Screw
all I ask.
copyright. It's whatever we want. Just take it.
You're not making money off of this, so why not?
Yeah.
At least I don't think I'm not making any money. If you are, I'm kind of concerned. All right, so I always end my interviews with one big question. And so my big question for this episode is, if you could interview any guest, living or dead, right, if you could bring them back to life and stuff, if you could interview anyone on your show, who would be your all's like dream guest?
Andy Kaufman.
That's a good choice.
He is such an out there guy, and no one knows what kind of a person he actually was. It was rumored that he was always being a character and never himself. So I just kind of like to take a glimpse at that.
Okay.
Prince.
Prince. Okay, that's good. Both dead people, so that's cheery. That's good. I'd like to get them both on the same episode. We could have Andy Kaufman come out and do his Elvis impression, and then Prince could come out and join him. They could do a duet. It'd be beautiful. I would watch. I know, what a weird way to end this interview. Speaking of weird ways to end the interview, yes, it's back for season 2. I don't know if you all watched last season, probably not. I always like to end my interviews by having my guests touch my monkey. So, you have my permission in front of everyone. If you all would like to touch my monkey, that'd be a great way to close this interview. Would you like to do that? You can pass it down to James. There we go. Look at this. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Very slowly.
Wait for it. Oh! There we go. Look at that. We did it. Another monkey touching in the can. I don't know why I said that. So thank you all for joining us. Again, the show is on Tuesdays. It's the new Tuesday show, Eagle ID, with Megan and James, or James and Megan. We don't know. But I know one thing, that we are going to take a break. We're going to close up shop on Morehead Tonight, right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Morgan, president of Morehead State University. You're watching MSU TV.
Well, that is it. We have made it to the close of our first episode of Season 2 of Morehead Tonight. I know you all have enjoyed this so much. You missed me, I can tell. I can see it in your eyes. I can see your eyes right now. I'm looking at you. Don't question me. So, what did we learn on the show tonight? Well, we learned that James and Megan, they learned so much from me. I am such an influence for them when it comes to being a talk show host. They mentioned that. I don't know if we got it on camera. It might have been during the break. But man, they couldn't say enough good things about me and how much they wanted my children to be like me. Or no, their children to be like me. They wanted my children to be like me too. I don't know why they were talking about my children. I don't have children. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, the close of the show. We also learned that apparently I'm never going to be able to get rid of Chaz. He's going to be like some weird mole that's just always going to be on me until I take a knife. Just do away with it. We learned that as well, but I think we already knew that. So, what are you going to do? Look, I ran out of all the good content like halfway through Season 1. So if you're expecting more laughs and chuckles, I don't know. It might not happen. But what I do know is happening is we are going to say good night, sign off, and until next time, make good decisions. See ya.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on you.